This is Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. We're going to start tonight with the topic we visit a lot because it affects all of us. A shaky economy, signs are showing, heading for something more like turbulence. Experts are telling us uncertainty, especially around tariffs and policies, that is fueling what could be a crash. Jennifer Hoff has more on this brand new data we're looking at behind this warning.
In a nearly 60-page report, the Federal Reserve updated its economic outlook today in its so-called Beige Book, data released several times a year across several regions, including Minneapolis. Its summary pointing to falling employment, increasing prices, flat manufacturing, and weakening agricultural conditions. That's concerning, longtime U of M economics professor Timothy Kehoe.
It's not great, and there's very few options.
Kehoe is also a consultant for the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, noting his views may not be the same. Careful to also say risk of a recession is still low, likening today's trends instead to that of the 1970s oil crisis.
By the beginning of the 1980s, we had inflation, CPI inflation over 10%, and we had a weak labor market. So the situation in the United States was depressing.
Kehoe says the chair's controversial call then to raise interest rates to an unprecedented 20% curbed inflation, creating price stability again, but it also led to a recession with high unemployment.
So what I'm hearing is you're saying if this time is similar to what you went through in the late 70s, is there are very few options to get us out of it, and the few options that do exist are going to just hit our pocketbooks even harder.
100% right.
What's worse now, Kehoe says, is the uncertainty surrounding policies and tariffs he says consumers will ultimately pay for.
When we're getting these high tariffs and we have no idea what the tariffs are going to look like in 6 months, that's even worse. That means we can't make plans.
What would you say to the average consumer that they should be doing right now in such a risky time?
In terms of the tariff increase, if we calculate more and more of that is going to come through directly to consumers, it means they should actually spend some money on the items that are going to be a lot more expensive now.
That report, though, also shows some resiliency, from demand for electric vehicles to luxury travel. And unemployment and inflation are still low, hovering under 4%. But still, Kehoe is cautious.
I don't see that there's any simple formula. I guess what I'm saying is rough times are ahead.
Rough times are ahead. And there's also the stock market, which plays a pretty big role in all of this too, right? That has seen a boom for quite a while now, propped up mostly because of artificial intelligence technology. But experts say that those prices are not sustainable. Meanwhile, another Beige Book report is expected the end of November. Jan, and remember there are 8 of them, so that should be the last one sort of detailing the year ahead.
Well, if Mr. Kehoe gets one at the end of November and he reads it at Thanksgiving, he's going to get kicked out. That's depressing.
Yeah. Yes. Tough times are ahead, indeed.
Yeah, in all seriousness, they are. And a topic you know we're going to get to next that concerns tariffs and soybean farmers. That's not good either.
Yeah, it's a rough time right now, and I think a lot of people should be buckling down and coming up with some kind of plan.
All right, Jennifer, we'll be back with soybeans and farmers next.